What is up and how is it going, guys and gals? You're listening to the voice of Boom Nation, and today I am happy to be bringing you all episode 2 of my Black Ops 2 Tips for Beginners series. Now today we're going to be talking about the cover nade, a tactic I like to use to turn the tables from a situation where it seems like I'm at a disadvantage to a situation where I have the advantage over my opposition. Let's say you just spawned into the game, maybe you just died, you're spawning back in, and you're getting spawn trapped, you're getting spawn camped by some guy that's sitting in this doorway, and he's peeking you, and he just took out a teammate. Maybe he got some shots on you, he ducks back into cover, and the question is, does he re-peek you in the same spot, or does he go around perhaps to his left and peek you in a different spot? Really, you can't know for sure, and because of this, you're at a huge disadvantage. He has the advantage over you in this situation, A, because he's in your spawn, right, so you're pretty vulnerable there, but mostly because you're out in the middle of nowhere, and he has an element of surprise, whereas you don't. And a lot of people would just sit back and wait and hope they pick the right area to aim in at and take him out, but 9 times out of 10, you're going to lose that gunfight, because like I said, he has the advantage. Now, instead of sitting back, what you should do is you should push forward and throw a grenade in one of the spots where you think he's going to peek, and then run around the other direction so you can be ready for him. And by doing this, you're going to eliminate one of his options, and if he does peek that spot, boom, he's blown up by that grenade, and you get the kill, and you go on with your day. If he doesn't quite make it there, maybe he doesn't fully commit, and he turns around at the last second, you'll get a hit marker, and then you know to pull up your weapon and be ready for a gunfight. If you get no hit marker, he's probably evaded the scene altogether. Maybe he's retreated backwards, maybe he's going to peek that spot where you're running towards. Bottom line, pull up your weapon, you know it's time to stop sprinting, and this is just a great technique that I love to use. It can work alright with bouncing Bettys, but by far my favorite equipment to use for this technique is the Semtex, because you can throw it and forget about it, and you don't have to cook it like a frag grenade, and it's still going to blow up relatively quickly and do its job right. So this is just something I love to do. Let's switch over to an in-game example of me using the cover nade to my advantage from a defensive position. So here we are on the map Mirage. I have just spawned in. I'm going to run up this staircase, and you'll notice I take a couple shots and I drop back into cover immediately because I'm at the disadvantage. So I toss my grenades into the window, and the second grenade there was a bit of a fail, but I do end up getting the kill, and this is how you're going to use the cover nade tactics to your advantage defensively to try and thwart off opponents, keep them at bay, keep them from rushing you when you don't want them to. It's especially useful when you've already taken damage and you really need to get to cover, or you really need to kind of, put as much distance between you and your target as possible so you can re-heal, regroup, reload your weapon, and go at him again. So there you have it, a tactic that's very useful either offensively or defensively for all of you beginners out there, or perhaps some of you intermediate players as well. And once again, if you have heard of this before or you do use it, that's great. I just love to make these videos to help remind some of you guys of these useful techniques as well. Thanks again for tuning in. I really hope you all enjoyed today's video. Please leave a like rating below or a comment to let me know if you enjoyed the video, and I hope you guys have a great day.